The Star Wars franchise began in 1977 with A New Hope, which it was retroactively named to in 1981. It quickly became a massive worldwide pop culture phenomenon, and remains so to this day, with a slew of new episodes and spin-off films being released. So it shouldn't be much of a surprise that the films have quite the collection of outtakes from over the years, including bloopers. So today we're counting down some of our favorites with our list of the top 10 Star Wars bloopers. We'll be looking at the bloopers from within episodes 1 to 8 with no specific focus on any generation, so there's something for every Star Wars fan. Let's jump in. And at number 10, Slap Reel. Starting off our list with a blooper from the more recent The Last Jedi, we've got the outtakes from all of the slaps that Poe gets dished via General Leia. While it's pretty self-explanatory, for those of you unfamiliar with what goes into movie magic, every shot and every scene requires multiple takes, often for variation, to perfect a camera move, to adjust something in the frame, or to redirect actors. It's run of the mill, but when it comes to blocking that requires getting slapped like poor Oscar Isaac here, well, it's probably not the most fun. That being said, we do get a great slap reel out of it, and I'm sure being slapped by the great Carrie Fisher would have been pretty epic, to say the least. And at number 9, Aliens Struggling. The Katina scene in A New Hope is absolutely iconic, and features a ton of memorable aliens and characters. Upon entering, there are various shots of some of those creatures interacting within the space. While they aren't the main focus, they do add to the detail in the world, making it a much more compelling scene. But turns out interacting wasn't the easiest task for some of these extras playing the aliens. In this blooper, two extras have a bit of difficulty keeping up a fake conversation with one another. Up next, number 8, Word Jumble. In this blooper, Peter Cushing, who plays Tarkin, stumbles on his line, an aggressive piece of dialogue towards Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia. Except the line doesn't go as planned, and he stumbles over it, ending with Fisher breaking into a smile. Not so evil now, eh?
No, Alderaan, it's peaceful. We have no weapons. You
would
can't...
prefer another target, a military target, then name name it, now!
And at number 7, Obi-Wan having some trouble. Ewan McGregor is a man of many talents, but sometimes those talents don't include climbing, or balancing. Here in this outtake from the chronologically earlier Star Wars films, specifically Episode 3, Ewan, who plays a younger Obi-Wan in the franchise, is acting in a scene where his character shoots General Grievous. After his shot lands, he's supposed to hop up onto a platform, but can't quite manage to get his footing. And at number 6, Baby BB-8. What perhaps may be the cutest blooper ever, this outtake from The Last Jedi features Rose, who is primarily off screen, opening up a door to discover new fan favorite robot, BB-8, behind it. But it's not just BB-8. The robot is joined by a miniature version of itself, to which actress Kelly Marie Tran gasps and excitedly asks where he came from. You can also hear someone in the background making a joke exclaiming that BB-8 had a baby.
Where did he come from? Oh my god, he's so cute!
You had a baby?
Up next, number 5, Anakin Tumbles. In a scene from Star Wars Episode 2, Hayden Christensen's Anakin, whose romance with Natalie Portman's Queen Amidala had been flourishing in the film, gets up from her bed and races out of the room. Except instead of doing this smoothly, he collides with members of Padme's entourage, who were likely cued to enter the scene a little bit too early, causing him to slip and fall while the others awkwardly run into her room, all of which causes Portman to burst out into laughter. Needless to say, that definitely didn't make it into the final cut. Up next, number 4, R2-D2 falls down. From Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, we have the scene in which our characters are on Naboo. During the take, R2-D2 is moving forward behind the cast. We're standing and listening to Rugar Nas speak, but unfortunately the little guy's leg gets caught on the terrain, causing him to tumble, and for Jar Jar Binks' actor Ahmad Best to jump up when it hits his legs. And it happens twice. Luckily, for this outtake and your viewing pleasure, Jar Jar was rendered in case you were wondering. And at number 3, Palpatine's Troubles. In this outtake from Return of the Jedi, Palpatine seems to be having some trouble, or rather his special effects are. After a few lackluster flashes spark off and the rest of the effects don't kick in, Vader comes up behind him and comically lifts him up into the air. It's at this point that Palpatine gets stuck on his wires, flipping the actor upside down and dropping his hood, revealing his bald cap and a full head of hair underneath. And at number 2, Harrison Ford forgets his line. When an actor forgets their line, what should they do? Well, as far as Harrison Ford is concerned, pretending to eat part of his costume is the answer. In this hilarious blooper, after Chewie gives Han a big ol' slap on the back, Ford completely forgets what he's supposed to say, and instead sticks part of his headpiece into his mouth. And finally, in our number 1 spot, Stormtrooper Troubles. Stormtrooper humor amongst the Star Wars fandom often features some of the best fan-driven jokes, not to mention the relentless Stormtrooper jokes that have made their way into pop culture, including the likes of Robot Chicken. While the films themselves give us a certain amount of fodder for those laughs, bloopers like these only fuel the fire, as this group of Stormtroopers in this clip from A New Hope seem to be having trouble making their way through a hole blasted out in the ship. In addition to that, when they do manage to make their way through, balancing is no easy act. The best part is, it happened multiple times in different shots of the same scene. In this one, we can see Chewie and Han Solo dirtying the frame, Han in his stolen Stormtrooper armor. The effect goes off and it disorients the Stormtroopers, who are slowly shuffling out of the hole in the ship, making their death falls seem a little more staged than they should be. Perhaps the funniest part is watching the line of Stormtroopers awkwardly try to make their shots more convincing. Alright, there we go. Which was your favorite moment? Do you guys want us to do another Star Wars bloopers list? Let us know in those comments below. If you dug this video, please show some love and hit that like button. If you want more great nerdy videos, why not subscribe and hang out with us some more? We've also got a ton of other videos that you'll love in the playlist currently flashing on your screen, along with more Star Wars content if that's up your alley. In the meantime, thanks for watching everybody. Catch you all in the next video.